Officer of Samjin Food. So far, we have invited fishermen for this session. Today, we have the CEO of one of the representative fishery groups in Korea.
박영준 대표님을 모시고
We would like to invite the Park Yong-jin, CEO of the Samjin Amook, to hear how they rise to challenges. Good afternoon. As introduced, I am Park Yong-jun, CEO of Samjin Food, and today I would like to talk about the Samjin challenge, response, and also the vision for the future. I would like to congratulate you on the opening of the World Ocean Forum. And not just based on data, but based on experience. I would like to share with you my story, and I'm very honored to serve as the speaker of this session. I am the third generation member in my family, and for this business. So I believe that I hope that my story would be informative to you. So Samjin Fishery, it was established in 1953 by my grandfather, and my father took the helm and ran the company for about 30 years. And now I am the third generation CEO, and for about 69 years we have operated this company. So these are the main points of my talk. As you know, since the Amook, or the fish cake, has been known as a traditional food, and so it was just sort of the cookie cutter product. So like the shapes and the types of the products were very similar. And in fact, for our 69-year history, we had very similar products. But then we found the potential of the fish cake, and as a result, we were able to grow by 40 times. And we created the enormous opportunities by taking an innovative approach. For example, like if you go to the US website, if you go to Amazon Food, then the first thing that's appearing is the spam. So spam is the product with the highest sales. So spam is a meat-based processed product, right? And we wanted to create the spam of the fisheries product. We wanted to create an alternative to the spam. So we started this project, and here you can see the result. So we will continue to tap in these blue resources to create healthy food. I believe that the fishery does have an enormous, unlimited potential, and as a manufacturer, as a processor, we will continue to dedicate ourselves to creating and exploring new markets. And in this sense, I think the future of the market is very promising. As you know, the global seafood market is growing every year, and Korea's seafood market is also enjoying high growth. And I believe that our company has also made a valuable contribution to such phenomenal growth. And also, the Samjin Amook has come up with a new innovative concept of the fish cake bakery, or fish cake cafe. And because of this innovative concept, we were able to have the 40-fold growth in 10-year time. So what kind of attempts have we made? Let me briefly explain about them. For about 60 years, Samjin was only the producer. In other words, we processed the seafood, and we provided the seafood ingredients to other businesses. So we were in the B2B business. But then we changed ourselves, not just to become a producer, but become a seller, retailers for consumers. And 10 years ago, we discovered that the consumers love bakeries. Why? Because bakeries produce fresh foods. The cakes and breads that are cooked freshly every day. So we thought that we have to learn from bakery. So that's how we started to engage in the P2C business. And we wanted to provide the fresh seafood product to consumers that are cooked and made every day. So we combine the concept of the fish cake or fish seafood with the bakery. And this has become the new channel for general consumers. So these fish cake bakeries, stores, now we have more than 100 across the nation, therefore creating the big market for our business. And through this innovative experimentation, we discovered the huge potential of the seafood product, and since then we have continuously pushed our envelope. And so this is another product that we came up with in order to meet the customers' diverse needs. And so nowadays, a lot of Koreans, they love camping. So we created the RTE product for campers. So just with the hot water, consumers can enjoy hot fish cake soup in the outdoor camping site. And this is the easy snack product. So the fish cake and seafood can be consumed as a convenient snack. And they are now delivered to the convenience store in the form of the fish cake with rice. And these seafood resources, we thought that it can be consumed not just as a snack, but also for a proper meal. So for example, like we created the fish cake burger. So that was again another new attempt that we made, and we actually enjoyed a hefty sales with this product. And also we try to utilize the local resources, local exotic, unique resources. So for example, like cod or flatfish, it's a major fish on the Jeju Island, and we wanted to utilize the flatfish to create the high value added processed products. So we created the Jeju flatfish snacks or pancakes. And also with the processing, we wanted to elongate the longevity of the product with the long shelf life. And I believe that this could further expand the potential of the seafood product. Up until today, the seafood actually caused a lot of environmental problem because the packagings that are used mainly were the plastics and so on. But through and by utilizing more environment-friendly packaging such as papers and so on, I believe that we can expand the markets for processed seafood. And also with the novel products, we are trying to approach the U.S. and other markets, and we actually have provided their products to the overseas platform. So you see that the seafood, through the processing, we can also export that to various countries in diverse ways. So not just the frozen seafood, I think processed seafood do also have a huge potential for growth and for export. So as a consumer, as a marketer, as a producer, we have grown ourselves and created the new opportunities. And now we are facing a lot of challenges, a new challenge. So next year we are going to celebrate the 70th anniversary, and 30 years later we will congratulate the centennial anniversary, and we wanted to make sure that our business will continue to prosper even 100 years down the road. And in order to realize that dream, I believe that we have to realize the industry 6.0 or 6th industrialization. So the first industry is the resource industry, second industry is the processing industry, and third industry is a B2C industry or a consumer industry. And with the constant innovation, if we could really cater to the customers' needs, then I believe that the fishery and seafood industry can grow forever. But in order to have this kind of business, from the raw material to the sales, we have to have this process in place, and we are trying to build that and build the right ecosystem. But still, we have a lot of challenges. For example, like the situation surrounding the processing industry in Korea is deteriorating with the higher wages and also population aging, as well as the increasing cost of production. And because of that, our revenue is constrained, but that's why we have to create the markets for high value, and we really have to target the niche products. But if you broaden your horizons to see the global market, I'm sure that you'll be able to spot a lot of opportunities. But in order to venture into the overseas market, you have to have an effective process and also the cost competitiveness. And for this, the automation, as well as the increasing efficiency in the process, will be critical. And for this, we really have to have the system where we can produce our products at affordable cost across the world. And also up until today, the fish cake has been regarded as a street food or something that you can take for your protein, let's say, at a low price. But I think this kind of perception should be changed. Otherwise, we'll be very limited for our future potential. And therefore, we have to create the perception that fish cake or seafood is a good nutrition as well as a source of protein, something that's reliable, something that's healthy, that for like people of all age brackets, whether it's the children or the elderly, we have to create a perception that this is a nutritious food that can be consumed and observed easily. Next is the stock management. So the fishing stock has a lot of problems nowadays, including the pollution and so on, overfishing and so on. So without addressing these issues at a fundamental level, we will not be able to have the source of our production, and therefore we really have to address the environmental issues. So we have to pursue environment-friendly aquaculture, and also we have to pay heed to the future technologies such as the cultivation of the protein. And I believe that we also have to focus on the raw material and feed product industry. Aquaculture currently focuses on the high value added product, including the tuna and salmon. However, what's more productive and what can be more efficiently produced is the stocks for feed, for future food. So in that sense, I believe that we have to develop more capacity for this kind of market, and we have to cultivate the feed market. Environmental issue is a serious concern that we are facing today, but I think processing industry is very attractive in many ways. For example, like you cut out the head, tail, and also you filter out the skin. You remove the skin. In other words, you remove the environmental harms and produce something that can be safely and environment-friendly consumed at the table, dining table. So if we could successfully address the environmental issues as well as ethical issues, then I believe that the processed seafood could emerge as the most reliable food source in the future for humanity. And this is the future of Samjin. So 100 years after, when we celebrate the 100th anniversary, I hope that this fish cake could be taken to the space as a food for the astronaut.